Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Morning. Yes.
Thank you. Any questions from yesterday's session or prior to that? From last two sessions? So hope you understood, right? Let's see again. So do you need to install right now the SAP software? No. It will take another 1 week session, like by coming Wednesday, we will pitch into the real and practical part. So till that, another 1 week to 10 days, you need not to take any server connections. Clear? They will start counting the 3 months or 4 months from the day one when you took. Clear? So it may take another 1 week. Roughly, you can take max to max 10 days. We will spend time and what is SAP and the theoretical part itself. So once we are done with that, then we will slowly pitch into the server. So before 2 days only, I'll let you know when you need to take the server access and all. Is that clear? Any questions? Okay. So here, what exactly SAP is? Okay. So what exactly SAP is, we'll discuss today. And what is ERP, we will discuss today. And give me a second time. The people who have joined newly, what do you mean by SAP? Any idea? What is exactly the SAP? What does it mean actually? What is SAP? What is SAP? Whatever ideas you have, please, can you please spread it out? Whatever idea you have on SAP. What exactly SAP is, or abbreviation of SAP. Yeah, Parminder, Vikram, Vamshi. Do you heard?
Just
Sorry?
I don't know, sir. It's a systems application production services.
Systems. Yeah, I'll write it. Whatever you say initially, I'll write it. Systems. Systems.
Systems, applications,
Applications.
products and services.
Products and
Services.
services. Okay. Any other idea? Parminder, it's already started, Parminder.
Oh, I'll give him a call, sir, if he can't hear.
Yeah, please do that.
Yeah. I asked him to restart the system, sir.
Okay.
He was not able to hear the voice.
Fine.
Yeah.
Then we'll wait for another 2 minutes, okay? Is that okay, everyone?
Sir, it may gonna take more than that, probably.
Okay, fine. Then we will continue and I'll recap for him once again. So here, SAP, what exactly the SAP, the abbreviation, why they have named it as an SAP? It's nothing but, see, normally people will call with different abbreviations. So people will call it as an system Okay, I'll give you the correct definition, abbreviation. Systems. It's not a word again. First of all, first most important thing is it's not a word, it's an abbreviation. So never ever call it as a SAP. Never ever call it as a SAP. It's not SAP, it's a SAP. It's a SAP. It's a German product. It's developed in Germany. It's developed in, it's a German product. It's a German product. Okay, this particular software was introduced by German people. Okay, and never ever call this software as a SAP, SAP. Clear? It is, again, I am reiterating, it's not a word, it's not a word, it's a abbreviation. Clear? And in native German, if you call it as a SAP, which means that it's a pig. Understood? SAP in the sense it's a pig in native German, local German language. Okay, so that's the reason never ever call it as a SAP. Call it as a SAP. Call it as an SAP. Okay, so here, what is SAP? It's a systems, the abbreviation systems, applications, and products in data processing. Clear? The abbreviation of SAP is systems, applications, and products in data processing. There's an abbreviation. Clear? The correct, accurate abbreviation is systems, applications, and products in data processing. But majority people, what they call it as an S stands for correct, they will say that system, application, and product in data processing. Okay, normally this is an accurate one. And why people, what is the difference between system and systems, applications and application, products and product? Okay, everything is perfect, but why it is known as, why it's not supposed to be known, called as system, application, and product in data processing? I'll tell you why we are not supposed to call, why it need to call it as in systems, applications, and products. See here, systems, for example, I'm having my own organization. I'm working in an organization. For example, I'm working in an organization. My company is, for example, ABC company. My organization is ABC organization. Okay. My company is ABC organization. Not working. Okay. My organization is ABC organization, my company. Okay. So here in every day-to-day transaction, I need to depend on different people. For example, every day I need to deposit and withdraw cash from the banks. Okay. I need to deposit and withdraw cash from the bank. Okay. So I'm doing transactions with banks, depositing, withdrawing, getting the statements and all those stuff, right? And I'll purchase goods on a credit basis or a cash basis from different vendors. Different vendors, I'll purchase, suppliers, whatever you call, suppliers. Okay. I'm purchasing goods or services from different suppliers. And after I'll purchase a raw material from suppliers, and my organization will manufacture and will sell into market. That is nothing but to customers, either cash or on credit basis. Okay. So, and after that, whenever we need a requirement of labor, we need to requirement of labor. So we are taking third party HR support. Okay, consulting support, HR consulting support. Means whenever we require people, then what we are doing, we are taking HR consulting people, right? So here, day to day, we are going to deal with these different people. So in my organization, I am using SAP. What is the software I am using? I am using SAP. Okay. And in banks, in whatever banks are there, they are using their accounting software as in Tally. When it comes to suppliers, they are not using SAP. They are using their legacy software called JD Edwards. JD Edwards. Clear? And customers are using, okay, our HR is using PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft. This is another software. Okay. And customers are using BAN. Like this, I'm taking 4 examples. I'm going to deal every day, but many more companies we are going to deal transactions. So here, we are going to do deposit. We have a relation with the bank. Same time, we have a relation with our suppliers. We have a relation with our customers. We have a relation with our customers. We have a relation with HR team or many other teams. So here you can see we are using a software called SAP. Software is nothing but it's a system. We are using a system software called SAP. And here bank is using a system called Tally system, right? When it comes to suppliers, they are using a system called JD Edwards. And when we can talk about customers, they are using a software called system called BAN. And when it comes to HR, they are using a PeopleSoft. So we are interlinked with different companies, different organizations, different people, but their systems are different. Clear? So Tally is developed. See, even though that is Tally operating system is different. Tally developed language is different. Clear? JD Edwards operating system is made different. JD Edwards developing programming language is different. Clear? SAP programming language is something different. SAP is written in a programming language called ABAP programming language, which is a base of Java scripting. Okay. Customer BAN is developed in a different programming language, right? PeopleSoft is a different programming language. Clear? That is developed in different programming. See, again, I'm simple language. I'll tell you, we are working in one particular organization. We are working in one particular organization. Okay. And I know only Telugu. For example, I don't know any other language apart from Telugu, right? For example, same thing, I want to use it. So there is a person called XYZ working in the same organization of ABC. So he knows only language called Hindi, for example. And there is one more person called DEF. He knows only a language called Gujarati or Punjabi. There is one more called a person called only Tamil. Okay. A person called ERT. He knows only Telugu. Other than that, they don't know any other language. What would be the problem? We are working for same organization and our works are interdependent. Our works are interdependent. Clear? But what would be the problem if this person knows only Hindi, but apart from that, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know English or something, any other language he doesn't know. And this person knows only Punjabi. He doesn't know any other language apart from this. And whatever person, he knows only Tamil. Apart from this, he doesn't know any other language. Telugu, only he knows Telugu. He doesn't know any other language. So what would be the problem? And they are all working under one roof. And all works are interdependent. What would be the challenge? This is one language, this is one language, this is one language, and this is one language. What would be the challenge?
There will be many challenges, sir.
Sorry? Many
There will
challenges,
be
right?
many challenges. I mean, you start with communication. No company can run without a communication.
Exactly.
All the process will be delayed. Productivity will be going down. The results will be not in profit, but maybe in losses. So many problems. I mean,
Correct. The basic problem is communication. Correct? Wherever the communication is smooth, that organization success will be more compared to others. Clear? So here, as I said, that there is an improper communication and we made it and everybody knows a common language. For example, a common language called English. Means this person can speak Hindi and English. This person can speak Punjabi and English. This person can speak Tamil and English. And this person can speak Telugu and English. So in which language now they're okay to communicate?
English, which is
English.
SAP problem.
It's a common, correct? It's a common language where everyone can communicate it. So here, what is the advantage with SAP is, see, as I said that this is a different system. Tally is a different system. JD Edwards is a different system. BAN is a different system. PeopleSoft is a different system. Okay. So here, SAP is capable, as remember this particular terminology, SAP is capable to communicate not only with one system, not only with one SAP, it can capable to communicate with number of different systems. Number of different systems. SAP can communicate with the Tally system. SAP can communicate with the JD Edwards system, and it can receive the communication from other systems. Clear? SAP can communicate and receive the somebody kindly mute it. SAP can communicate, okay, from BAN system, right? SAP can communicate from PeopleSoft. So SAP is capable to communicate and receive the communication, okay, from other systems. Not only these four, number of systems. SAP is able to communicate with more number of systems. So that is the reason we call it as a systems. Why we are calling it as a system? It's not system. If I say system, then which means that it is able to communicate with SAP only. With SAP only, not any other system. But when I am calling it as in systems, what do you mean by systems? SAP is capable. This is a standalone. This is not a standalone system. Clear? SAP is capable to communicate with number of systems. Number of systems. So that's the reason we call it as a systems. So what do you mean by systems? Systems are nothing but different softwares. Clear? So SAP can communicate with a different softwares, not with one software. Maybe whatever may be the softwares, it is capable to communicate in different softwares. So there is an interface was created. I'll tell you what do you mean by interface and all. SAP is created interfaces, different interfaces. With that interfaces help, SAP can communicate and receive the communication from other softwares or other systems. Clear? So that is the reason we call it as in systems, not a system. If I call it as a system, then it is capable to communicate with only one system, not with all other softwares or all other systems. Is this clear? Understood why we call it as in systems?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So next one, I'm calling it as in, this is done. Okay, this is done. Why we are calling it as in systems, now we understood. But why we call it as in applications? Applications. Why we call it as in applications? Applications in the sense, for example, whoever are there, SAP competitors, for example, we have a number of ERPs are there in the market. Number of ERPs are there. For example, as a Oracle Financials. This is also an ERP. I'll tell you what you mean by an ERP. But meanwhile, this is one of the competitor of SAP. So Oracle Financials is related to only Oracle Financials only related to finance module only. Finance department. Okay, finance module. When it comes to JD Edwards, JD Edwards is related to only
Product.
Purchasing and production planning department.
Sir, is it still in function like JD Edwards, all these software?
Yeah,
or
it's still
application?
functioning, not
Okay.
100%, but hardly 5 to 10%.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Production and planning department. Okay. Next one, BAN. So this particular ERP supports, okay, sales and distribution. Sales and distribution department. So these are the different ERPs. When it comes to PeopleSoft, it supports HR activities, recruitment and all those stuff. HR department. Okay. So whatever department is there, then I need to, if my organization, if I don't have a SAP, and I am having different departments are there. For example, if I'm having finance department, then I need to buy Oracle Financials system. And if I'm having purchasing and production department, then I need to purchase JD Edwards, right? And same thing, sales and distribution department is there. For that, I need to purchase BAN. And if I'm having HR department, then I need to buy PeopleSoft. Clear? Again, as I said that the programming language and operating systems are completely different. Clear? So here, this is developed in one particular software. This particular JD Edwards is developed in one particular software. BAN is developed in one particular software. PeopleSoft is developed in one particular software. So here, as I said that this is a different language, this is a different language, this is a different language, and this is a different language. It is developed in different language for each department. So what would be the disadvantage? So communication would be the problem, because this is developed in one different programming language. Whatever just we took, the person knows only Hindi, the person knows only Punjabi, the person knows only Tamil, the person knows only Telugu. Clear? So there is a problem with communication. So nothing but communication. Here we use the term called integration. Integrating one department, combining one department with another department. Clear? So here, if I'm using different softwares, right? Integration, nothing but communication. Integrating, because whatever reports I'm going to generate. So if I want to generate any finance department reports, clear? My reports like P&L accounts and balance sheet, then I need to depend upon what are the expenditure and incomes, what are the expenditures, right, incurred in purchasing department. So how they can generate a report, because they can't send these reports to Oracle Financials, because this communication, this programming language and this particular programming language is different. Clear? So we can't get any reports of JD Edwards in Oracle Financials. So if I don't have information about this, then that would be a problem to generate a report. When can we generate a report? When we can come to a conclusion? Until we don't have a proper communication, we don't have a proper information, we can't come to a conclusion. We can't prepare a report, right? Same thing, BAN. BAN is a different software. So here we will generate a revenue, right? How much revenue we have generated for the month of June, for the month of May, for the month of April. So how can I get it? Through BAN itself. But whatever reports generated in BAN, that is not able to send to Oracle Financials. So in Oracle Financials, I want to generate my P&L account and balance sheet. So without having a information of these three systems, we can't generate a report. Clear? And number of other softwares I am using for different departments, because there is a no communication, no integration between one system to another system. Clear? Due to that, it is impossible to get one common report, one common communication between different systems. So what SAP has came up with these difficulties. They have provided, SAP can provide solutions for 36 different departments. 36 different departments. So SAP can be whatever thing we have. Finance can be used in SAP. Okay. JD Edwards, sorry, not JD Edwards. Production and planning can have a can use SAP, right? Sales and distribution can be used SAP, right? HR can be used SAP or any other software. 36 different software. So here each department is known as a module or application. Clear? What we call SAP, this each department, finance department or finance application, production and planning application, that is nothing but MM, right? SD, HR, each module we call it as an either department or application. So SAP is not only like Oracle Financials will give you only one application, that is finance application. When it comes to JD Edwards, it will give you only production and planning application. BAN will give you only sales and distribution. And Tally, it will give you only accounting, not complete finance. Clear? PeopleSoft will give you only HR solutions, not complete. Only application these ERPs will support. But when it comes to SAP, SAP will support 36 different applications, 36 different departments, 36 different modules. So that is the reason we call it as a applications, not application. Understood? Systems, applications. Understood, everyone? Any questions on this? Systems, applications. Why we are calling it as an application? Why can't we call it as an application? Why we are supposed to call this as an application? Because SAP is not going to support only one department, one module, or one application. It's going to give the solution for number of applications. How many number of applications? 36 different applications, 36 different departments. It supports 36 different modules. Clear? So that's the reason we call it as a systems application. If you are giving system and application, in the sense, system means one system, application means only one application. Clear? If you take Oracle, Oracle will support only one system. If you take Oracle, Oracle Financials, it will give you only one application, that is finance application. Clear? Any questions here till? Why we are calling it as an SA? We are done till here. Okay. Next one, products. Products. So what do you mean by products here? Same again, we are supposed to, it's not a product. It won't support only one particular product. It will support different products. Like it will provide service organizations, whatever products are there, service organizations, manufacturing industries, manufacturing, retail industries, trading industries. Okay, manufacturing already, right? trading industries, finance industry, from small to giant organizations. It's supposed it's SAP can used from top to bottom, pin to aeroplane industry. Everywhere we can use SAP system, SAP software. Clear? So that's the reason it is considered as an, see, again, the industries are broadly classified into three categories. One is manufacturing, correct? Service industries and trading. That's it. So again, any product either that will come under manufacturing, that will come under service and trading. Clear? So it gives the complete 100% solution for these three industries. Means it may retail industry, it may anything it could be, but for everything it will have a solution. So that's the reason we call it as a products, not a product. Pin to aeroplane. Everywhere SAP can be used. So that's the reason we call it as a systems, because it supports multiple systems. It supports multiple applications and it supports multiple products, not one particular product. It supports multiple products. So that's the reason we call it as a systems, applications and products. Never ever call it as a system, application and product. If you are mentioning abbreviation as a system, application, product, it gives a different meaning. But clear what is SAP? Systems, application and products. So here, so this is an abbreviation. And when it comes to data processing, what do you mean by data processing? Data processing is whatever data we receive, data in the sense a raw data, clear, raw information. Raw information. What do you mean by data? What do you mean by data?
Just a guess, maybe a dump, sir.
Correct. We can't come to a conclusion. We can't come to a conclusion. Then that is considered as a data. Clear? Right? For example, if I say someone, clear, without, by looking at that particular thing, we can't come to a conclusion, then that is considered as a data. Fine. What it will do, it will take data from different systems, it will take data from different applications, and it will take data from different products. SAP will take the data from different systems, okay, from different applications and from different products, okay, and it will process the data, whatever data received from different systems, different applications and different products. It will process and it will give the meaningful information. It will give meaningful information, okay, in the form of different reports. Different reports. So SAP standard SAP will provide 2000 different reports. Different reports. Report is nothing but information. Means it will process whatever data received by the different systems, different applications and different products. It will process and it will give a meaningful information. That is nothing but different reports it will give. How many reports? SAP standard can give total 2000 reports in different modules. Clear? It's not customized reports. Standard SAP will give. And customized reports means according to my requirement, I can generate other reports apart from this 2000 reports. So there are number of customized reports we can generate in SAP. There is no limit for that again. So by looking at the report, by looking at my P&L account, what I'll understand. So throughout the year, whether my organization is running in profit or not, or loss. Correct. So that is by looking at that piece of paper, I can understand whether this particular organization is running in profit or loss. So I'm getting the information by looking at the balance sheet. I can understand what is the position of the business in that particular piece of business. So that is a kind of information. And cash flows and funds flows. By looking at cash flows, I can say what is their inflow and what flow of cash. Same thing, funds flow. What is their working capital, right? And what is the inflow of working capital and what is the outflow of working capital? Clear? So those kind of reports we can see after processing the data. So that's the reason we call it as an systems, applications, and products in data processing. Okay, if it is alone systems, application, and products, okay, if they don't have a term called data processing, then SAP will not click this much. Whatever different systems it receives the data from different applications, whatever data it receives from different products, it will process that particular data and provides the meaningful reports, accurate reports. Accuracy is the main feature of SAP. Absolute main feature.
That's a
Yes.
question. Okay. My question here is like, you said we have to give a certification exam for SAP, right?
Mhm.
So will that exam includes all these theory part as well, or what does it include?
I'll give you that this thing how to do certification and what does it mean actually, why we need to give certification and all those stuff. Okay.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. So till here, any questions? The abbreviation part: systems, applications, and products in data processing. So these
no
are
question.
not these three different things. We are learning this different modules. See, SAP here, as I said, that we have a total 36 different modules are there, correct? In SAP, what is SAP? We know that right now. So in that SAP, we are having 36 different modules. Out of that, I'm giving here one is FI module, finance module, right? CO, controlling module, these are logistics module, material management, okay, SD, sales and distribution, okay, PP, production and planning, PS, project system, CS, customer support, AM, asset management, like this. These all come under SAP only, right? This is not like SC something we are not going to do separately. Yes, we are going to learn everything under SAP roof itself. So here our cup of tea is what is our modules we are going to learn. We are going to learn 100% perfect, complete this particular module, FI and CO, and other modules still here. Till here, we are going to learn at least minimum okay, we are going to learn this particular module 30%, sorry, 20%. Even though it's not our cup of tea, but still, because we need to do integration, I would like to show you the integration. This is we are going to learn 20%. And this is also we are going to learn 20%. Understood? Apart from our regular finance and controlling module, we are going to learn material management module extra, sales and distribution module extra, production and planning module extra. Clear? If possible, project system also we will see at least 15%. at least 15%. Clear? So these are the extra modules we are going to learn from this particular course. Is this clear? Any questions? So now you understood SAP. Are we going to learn S or AP? No, we are going to learn SAP completely. But in that, we have a 36 different modules. Out of that, what is our course content? Our course is finance and controlling. So we are going to do this finance and controlling, material management, sales and distribution, production and planning in 2 different versions, as we discussed. That is on ECC plus HANA version. So not actually this particular course is designed for only ECC, but additionally we are going to see HANA version also. Not only ECC, we are going to do all whatever version, whatever SAP finance and controlling, 100% we are going to learn on ECC and as well as a HANA. And we are going to learn 20%, which is not relevant to our course, but still for integration, I would like to show you how it's communicate with other modules. I would like to show you the major modules in SAP. That is nothing but material management, sales and distribution, and production and planning. That we are going to cover only 20%. Only 20%. If someone asks you, apart from FICO, what are the other modules you are having hands-on experience or hands-on knowledge, then you can straight away, you can say that you know material management, you know the sales and distribution, and you know the production and planning part. Because the core essence, the whatever required essence are there in these 3 different modules or 4 different modules, we are going to cover that also additionally in both means ECC and as well as an S4HANA. Is that clear? Any questions in this?
Sir, no, I don't. Thanks for explaining very beautifully, sir. Don't have a question regarding what you just explained.
Okay.
But we're talking about, because when the jobs get posted, I'm sorry, my question is maybe little beyond what we're talking about. When the job gets posted about the FI or a CEO or FICO, there may be like they say a person should have a 6 years of experience in FICO.
Correct.
And they also write experience in ECC, sorry, experience in Fiori and all other things.
Correct.
Question is, now we're talking about material management, S&D, and production planning. Will you be also teaching Fiori as well?
Fiori in the sense, see, again, I'm telling you, what is the difference between Fiori and the other HANA in the sense, it's a newer version, Fiori apps. See, definitely, I'll give you the introduction of Fiori apps. Fiori apps, it's not required any sort of experience. See here, for example, in SAP, either that is, there are 2 versions again, whatever, again, I am telling you. Again, I'll teach again, but don't get confused with this. We have 2 concepts here. In new version SAP S4HANA, it is related to only S4HANA, not for ECC. Okay, S4HANA, what is the thing in the sense? We have GUI version. Okay, in S4HANA, we have a Fiori apps. Clear? In S4, we don't have this concept, Fiori apps concept in ECC version. See here, GUI is nothing but a graphical user interface. What do you mean by graphical user interface? Your front-end screen, how SAP looks like, for example. Okay, so for example, this is your front-end screen. This is called GUI screen. Any screen front-end which we are able to view, then that is considered as a GUI screen. That is nothing but graphical user interface. Okay, so if I want to go to any application, what I need to do, for example, I want to go to some application, GL module, accounting. See here, I'm navigating this. General ledger, document entry. So these are the different navigation path to enter into one particular application. Or we can go with there is a codes. There are some codes in SAP that is called transactional codes or transaction codes. Clear? So here, if I want to go to GL account document, either I can do double click here. So I have entered into an entry screen of this particular thing. Okay. And you can go directly. Like by giving, instead of going with the path navigation, we can go directly here by typing the transaction codes. I'll tell you what do you mean by transaction code and all. See here. Clear? So this is possible with your GUI. Means there are number of transactions will be there. Clear? I'll tell you how many transactions are there and all those stuff. Clear? So if you want to work on a GUI version, okay, then we need to remember the navigation path and we need to remember few transaction code, important transaction codes. But when it comes to Fiori apps, this is nothing but tile based. No transaction codes, nothing. Tile base. What do you mean by tile base? For example, if you say Amazon, you want to purchase some product. You listed out as an Apple iPhone. What it will do, you just typed as an Apple iPhone. Correct? So you are not doing any coding or transaction in your search bar. What you are doing, you are just typing it as an Apple iPhone. What it will do, it will, once you press enter, it will display entire iPhones with the different models, right? What you will do with the mouse click, one model you have selected, Apple iPhone 7, you selected that, you clicked with your mouse, it will give you the brief description about it. Correct? So that is called tile based. You need not to remember. Any layman also use that Amazon application, right? So here also, after introduction of Fiori apps, from anywhere we can use the SAP. Not only you required a laptop, means here we generate a reports in Fiori apps, we will generate a reports. Whatever reports are generated, earlier we need to have a compulsory to view those reports, we need to have a network, we need to have a laptop or a desktop or anything. Okay. Once the Fiori apps are introduced, whatever reports you want to view, okay, you are in flight and you want to approve something. For example, there is a payment. You need to approve within fraction of minutes and you are traveling and you are on air. And you are normally nowadays airways are providing the network, right? So from sitting in flight through your mobile, you can access these this particular SAP apps, and we can approve from there itself, right? In GUI version, it's required to have compulsory a desktop, laptop with good network speed. But Fiori apps network is required, but desktop laptops are not required. From anywhere we can view the reports, from anywhere you can approve the things. So that is the beauty of Fiori apps. Across the globe, wherever you have a network facility is there, that could be a sea, that could be airways, that could be anywhere, you can view the reports, you can view the tiles, you can approve the tiles. Understood? That we are going to see again, not in depth, but at least I'll give you the essence of Fiori apps. What are the different Fiori apps we have? Clear? There are total more than 10,000 applications are there. Apps is nothing but your app. More than 10,000 tiles are there in Fiori apps. So at that particular time, you need not to search like this. To post a GL account, you need not to search. Like what is the transaction code here? FB50. You need not to remember. You need not to remember the path like this. So going into you need not to remember here, like SAP menu, okay, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, document entry, FB50. You need not to remember. Just you need to type GL document posting in the Fiori apps. So this particular screen will be get opened. this particular screen will directly open. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? We will see in depth. Don't get confused now, but we are going to see that also in depth.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Right. So in S/4HANA, we have a GUI version. Again, we will come back to this in later. So now understood the definition of SAP. Understood the definition of SAP. Anyone have a questions? Because it gives a lot of sense. They have not given the name like whatever they want, a vague. Clear? They have given what are meaningful systems, applications, and products. Any questions? Yes, no. Okay.
Yep, all good.
Yeah. So here, this particular, again, I'm reiterating, SAP is nothing but SAP stands for systems, applications, and products in data processing, whatever we discussed. Okay. And what is the SAP company name is SAP AG. What is the SAP company name is SAP AG. They have given their software name itself as their company name. AG. AG is nothing but it's an AG. Normally in India, we call it as in private limited, public limited, limited companies. In US, we call it as in corporations, incorporations. Like that, in German, they will call it as a AG. AG is nothing but like your limited companies or incorporation, corporation. So they will give each company BMW AG. Clear? Whatever companies are there, they will give a suffix with AG, a name with AG in Germany, which is like a limited in India and incorporation or corporation in US, UK, etc. And this particular product, as I said, it founded in Germany, and it was developed by 5x IBM employees. 5x IBM employees in the year 1972. They are nothing but, it's not required to remember, again I'm telling you, it's not required, for only for your information I'm giving this. They are nothing but Dietmar Hope, okay, and Werner Hector, Wallenrother, Shira, and Plattner. These are the 5 gentlemen used to work in IBM before 1972. They used to work in IBM. Clear? They used to work in IBM, and IBM took a project of payroll project of one chemical company. I'll give you the name of that chemical company also. IBM took that particular project, and these 5 are IBM employees. These 5 people are IBM employees, and they have started working on that particular project. They have started working on that particular project. Okay, and they have spent a lot of time. And in the middle, IBM don't want to continue that particular project. IBM company doesn't want to work due to some reasons. The IBM want to withdraw from that particular project, and it's withdrawn. But these are 5 employees who has researched a lot of things for that particular payroll application. So what they did is they have resigned the organization, IBM organization. They came out from the organization, and they took that particular project. They took that chemical project of payroll, okay, and they have continued, and they have developed this particular software. So that's the reason we call it as an ex-IBM employees. Clear? All are from IBM. They were working for that particular chemical company, but as IBM was withdrawn that particular project due to some reasons or whatever it is, but they didn't leave this particular project. They left the organization itself. They left the organization, and they took it as a freelancing project initially, freelancing project of that chemical company, and they have started working on that. And these are the founders of SAP AG. These 5 gentlemen are founders of SAP AG. Clear? And again, SAP is a market leader in ERP software solution. Why market leader? SAP is the largest non-American software company by revenue. Okay. SAP is the largest non-American software by company by revenue. It's revenue in the world. In the world, third largest publicity traded software company by revenue in the world after Microsoft and IBM. Both are from US. Both companies are from US. Clear? And it is the third largest across the globe. If you take non-American companies, then it is the number one company. And same time, Microsoft and IBM are not, they are having a ERPs. They are having a ERPs. Apart from that, they are having a different softwares. But SAP is a standalone ERP market. If you take only ERP segment, then SAP is the number one solution provider for ERP segment. Understood? SAP is the number one company in ERP market. But overall, if you take overall software companies, it's the third largest company. In 2028, it's going to be overtake IBM, at least. And ChatGPT, now ChatGPT is entered into the market. So probably even that going to be helped. And SAP is going to tie up with ChatGPT also because of AI and all those stuff. So if it is collaborated with ChatGPT, then there is no doubt by 2030-35, SAP would be the, compared to any software industry, it would be the number one. Clear? So, and the largest German company by market capitalization. Okay, again, its headquarters is in Walmart in Germany. Walmart in Germany. As I said that it's a German-based company with a regional offices in 180 different countries, and it is a old statistics. Again, I'm telling you, I'll give you the latest statistics by end of August. The company has over 4,25,000 customers in 180 countries. Now, the latest, probably it has been increased more than that after introduction of this Fiori and everything. Clear? And as I discussed earlier, the other ERPs are, we will discuss what is ERP and all in tomorrow's sessions. So other ERPs, other competitors, SAP. Okay. Oracle. As I said, Oracle will support only finance. BAN will support only production and purchases. JD Edwards, sales specialist. PeopleSoft, HR specialist. Clear? Any questions in this? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So we will stop here itself for today, and we'll continue tomorrow, and we will see what is ERP, how ERP works. Clear? And we will go in depth of SAP versions and everything. What is R1 system, R2 system, and R3 system. Understanding R1, R2, R3 is very important here. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye.